Guys, hope you're all doing well. It's Saturday morning here in Sydney. Been having a couple of streaming issues. And just seeing if we can get this going on YouTube. Hopefully that comes up just shortly. Looks like it's working. So yeah, we're having a look at some of the matches from the Crazy House World Championship. We've got Bugzilla up against mathace right here. I believe Bugzilla's actually already taken the first 4 matches. They started at 2 versus 1 on their scoreline. I actually picked this to be one of the closest matches, but looks like Bugzilla's run away with it a little bit to begin with. So yeah, I don't commit so much. Let's see what's going on. Here I think Black's already considerably stronger. Got a couple extra pawns in hand. King safety is not as good for white here. Okay, it's still getting fairly close on the clock. So I think mathace needs to manage his time here. Or he's planning some kind of knight at d6 trick, but king d7 could be quite good here for black. Even if black takes this and loses the queen, I think it's going all right. Going all right for black. Hi Joe, how are you? Can you hear me clearly? Is this working a little bit better? Apologies for the streaming issues. Alright, so black's now pressing on the back rank. Time is critical here. Both players just need to move fast. Yeah, I think Bugzilla's got this one in the bag now. He's too safe. mathace's not going to give up though. Owen Greenberg, he says, when is your own match? He says, you haven't been eliminated, have you? And I said, no, I've my match is on tomorrow. It's actually in exactly 21.5 hours from now. It will be 6 p.m. GMT on Saturday. That's equivalent to 1 p.m. Eastern time in the US and 10 a.m. Pacific time in the US. For me, it'll be 5 a.m. on the Sunday in Sydney. Okay, we've got an e4, e5 here. Bugzilla's played an early sack on f7. If he takes this match, he actually wins this game. I'm not sure if they'll continue to play 10 matches or they'll call it at 6. But yeah, I'm quite surprised here. I thought mathace would be winning some of the early matches. So yeah, mathace has really been studying the game in 2016. Has really improved a lot. Very strong in the opening. Even this, I expected something that he's prepared. But black gets the queen, and it's a little bit unclear here. I mean, yeah, sure, the white king's been displaced. There's some unusual awkwardness on both sides, but yeah, it's kind of like a couple pawns and a piece for queen. Pawn at b7, I think he's aiming at pawn at e6. I think he's just playing practically here. I probably like black a little bit better, but I guess the plan is to put some pressure here, get black to play back, and then maybe sack the knight here and play pawn f7 and continue some kind of attack. I think the right play for black here is to call as many bluffs as possible and just say, well, you're going to have to mate me with what you have. Black clearly can't blow white up, so black's got to try to dissolve the material on his half. I know Bugzilla well. I mean, he's a good friend of mine from Sydney. He's a good positional player. He's going to try to stretch out this initiative as much as he can. I think that's an inaccuracy. Knight takes d6 is really now letting white into the game. And Bugzilla's basically playing very practically here. He's banking on a few mistakes. Here he's deciding to put pressure on f7. He's ignoring take on b7 just for the moment. I think he might be wanting to capitalise on the king side here, and then when he's satisfied with what he's got, he might grab this bishop. But yeah, if we wind back a few moves, I think here black should be better. Black's got the 2 pawns and the queen in hand, and then white's got a big mass of knights, but I think something even sensible like pawn at g6 would just be, proceeding slowly. And you may have to face some pawn f7 checks and allow that, but you've just got to keep hitting pieces that are in your side and gradually dissolving material. Bishop f6 as played, just allowed knight d6. I think that's going to, yeah, this is now getting decisive. So white's been able to maintain the initiative and is now grabbing material. So yeah, it's not a comfortable position for black to play, but yeah, this is how it goes. All right. So Emoke Horp said, by the way, I've heard from an Australian student that you guys drive on the left. Is that true? Yes, it is. All right, I have a feeling they might be stopping right there. So that's 6-0 to Bugzilla. So that was short-lived. I mean, unfortunately, it took me this long to just even set up the stream that we didn't get to see much of this match. So what I might do is get a few matches of my own. Let's play. I'll try up always and let's see if he's here. If not, maybe I'll give Bugzilla a go. So I haven't played much this week. Feeling a little bit rusty. I need to get in form, get in shape before tomorrow. That's when my match will be on. Okay, not sure if he's here. Maybe I'll try Bugzilla straight away. Let's give this a go. So Thomas Krosky was saying Mathace is probably the most booked up player in the whole Crazy House scene. Very difficult proposition to get him out of theory. Alright, I'm up against Bugzilla, so let's just change the description here. Okay, let's go. So I'm going to take on Bugzilla now. So he's just one up against Mathace this morning. Okay, e4, e6, got a French. So yeah, Bugzilla through 6-0 against Mathace. I'm very impressed. Yeah, Mathace is not an easy customer, so done very well. So Bugzilla is he's old school. Bugzilla's been playing the game probably longer than I have, if not about the same. We've both been good friends from way back, early 2000s. Yeah, it's probably, well, yeah, it could be that long, like 15 years. Wow. And he was one of the first Australians to really challenge the bug house scene online. I've certainly learned a lot from him over the years. Probably not been as active in recent times, but it's good to see him back in the game. So he's through to the next round of Crazy House World Championship. Okay, so here I picked up a piece for a pawn against him. I think he let that go quite willingly. And I now need to try to untangle my pieces to develop them. Ooh, he's found a knight at d3 trick. That's a bit nasty. I don't like the look of that, so I'm going to avoid knight at d3. I'm going to put some pressure on d5 here. So I've got to try to get active quickly. And I get some pressure on f6 afterwards. Knight takes e3. Okay, I'll grab the queen. Okay, we could get a sharp position here. I wonder if he's thinking of taking this bishop. Because I'm thinking of taking that rook after this. It allows knight at d3. Alright, I've got to see if I'm getting mated if I capture this rook. So, what's going on? Knight c2, king e2, knight d4. I feel like I'm walking through a minefield here if I allow that. Okay, I'm not going to think too much about it. I'm going to stay practical. I'm going to weather the storm. There's a big attack coming. But I thought he should have moved this knight because now knight d4 is attractive. But before, he would have just had an extra knight in hand because now I'm capturing this e3 knight. If he plays knight f4, I run out this way. I wasn't as concerned about knight at c2 as I was of the old knight from e3 moving to c2. It's probably a critical piece. Even then, I'm not sure if I was mated after knight d4 or if the king just has a lot of open space. But basically, in this situation, I've chosen to take the knight here because if I start defending, look, I can't stop knight at c2 anyway, and then he's going to be too safe with my knight being a defensive friend to his king. So I've made a practical decision just to quickly take this, give myself enough time on the clock. I can't see a clear mate for him yet. Maybe the computer can see it, some obscure kind of mate in 10 or something, but I've gone this path for those reasons. So okay, I'm going to get a queen on e4. It's just good for defending the center. I've got two queens in hand anyway. And now I want to be attacking. So I can't really blow him up yet, I don't think. But I'm safe back at home. So even a move like pawn at b3 could be quite reasonable. Maybe queen at c4. Yeah, in fact, I like queen at c4. So I'm just hitting this bishop here, putting two attackers on c2. So if you can't find a way to blow up your opponent, then you just try to work on the pieces that are in your half. So pawn at b3 or queen at c4, both are probably good. His time's ticking down now, so okay, let's grab the bishop with check. I'm going to try to come in the front door here. Alright. I'm streaming on YouTube this morning, guys, just because I had some issues with Twitch earlier today. I was able to get one stream done, and then maybe I did something from my end or did something from their end, but Twitch stopped communicating with me. Just wouldn't agree. Okay. Yeah, maybe I've got some force mate here, but this will be sufficient. Alright, so I've taken the first match against Bugzilla. So for those who've just joined the stream, Bugzilla just won 6-0 against Mathace in the Crazy Ass World Championship. Very impressive. I backed Mathace to make it a tough match, but Bugzilla's been playing a fair bit recently. When he's in form, he's very good. Okay, we're in e4, e5 land. This is standard as it gets, so let's see which way Bugzilla wants to go with this. Okay, c3. Yeah, bishop at e6 is pretty normal here. The idea of bishop at e6 is really just to relieve a bit of the pressure on this diagonal. And there's some very sharp lines that can emerge from this. It's a little bit deceiving. But those that have seen my channel will know there's quite a bit of theory to the e4, e5 line. In fact, some suggest that it's already much stronger for white, with Stockfish coming along to analyze Crazy House. Some of the engine studiers, I'm not sure if that's a good way to put it. Not people that use engines during games, but people that study with the engine. They've come up with a lot of analysis to show that there's a significant edge. Okay, so bishop at h4. Here I'm looking at knight at f4 or knight at g6. I think I'll be more aggressive. I'll threaten bishop at e2. Welcome all those to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I'm just glad the work week is over and we can chill out with a bit of Crazy House. Okay. So bishop at g3. So he's allowing bishop at e2. I think his plan is to play bishop f4. After it takes the queen, he's going to play capture on h6 and really try to open up the position. So yeah, I've got to be careful here. So let's go. Bishop at e2 takes bishop h6, bishop f3. I'll play bishop at e2. He may even just recapture my bishop and then try to play on my dark square weaknesses. That's a Bugzilla kind of style play, and that would not surprise me. So as I've suggested, he's done just that. I'm going to put a bishop on g4. If I get defensive here, white's just going to have the edge. So I'm having to try to generate some counterplay quickly. In fact, I'm looking a little bit dangerous now. The reason for playing the bishop at g4, that's actually a critical move relative to the bishop to g4. I just step back a little bit for the viewers here. I play bishop at g4. If I play the old bishop to g4, he gets knight at f6. He's made his move. Now, here he's got to cover g2, so let's see if there's some sharp way forward here. Let's consider this position properly and carefully. So knight at e2 is not really that beneficial. I'm a pawn short from getting mate, and pieces are scarce for me at the moment to trade, so I need to be a little bit creative. I like knight at g2. Now, normally I'd say that you don't put a knight next to your opponent's king because that's actually an assisting defending piece. In this case, though, I'm trying to distract this knight, and I'd be making progress if he took it and I took with the bishop. It would open up the queen at h1 threat, but it would also open up knight at e2 threat there. Bishop at g4. Now if I take this, I think he's getting safe with bishop takes h3, so I'm going to take the bishop. And now white's got a problem because this knight is actually not just attacking e3, it's attacking h4. Which is very beneficial to black. So there's a few nice critical moves here, moves like bishop at g4 and knight at g2. Up at this level, this is what makes the difference in my opinion. So I'm feeling comfortable here as black. I should have an edge. I've basically got, I'm up a clean queen. I just need to keep pressing the attack. So he'll try to generate some counterplay with pawn at f6, I imagine. But yeah, I can even just ignore that and take h3. I'm up so much material here. So you've got two options to proceed here really. You can keep trying to push down all the defenses, or I'm just going to adopt a more defensive approach. Just say, well, f6 is your only way in. I'm going to cover up a little bit, and basically ask him the question. Now he's going to break in. He's got a bit of safety here. I just got to watch the clock. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to keep him out. Oh, here comes someone. I think it's Bella. Hey Bella, how you going? You found your yellow slippers? Where? Oh, thank you. She's brought me my yellow slippers. Alright, this is all down to the clock now. So, let's, we've got to move. I've been a little bit complacent. Yes, Belle. What's up? What happened? Oh dear, I've allowed some checks. Yeah, I'm just going on time. Hang on, guys. I'm just gonna be back. I'm just gonna take my kid for a sec. Hang on a sec, Bill. Alright, guys. Hey, I'll be back. I'll be back soon. I'm just gonna pause this stream for a little bit. My daughter has a bleeding nose. I'm just gonna go take care of that. Looks like Bugzilla's left in the meantime. So I'll start up again in a little bit. Alright, I'll be back.